Whoops. Wow, I was not prepared at all. Okay, there we go. My bad. Here now. Doesn't count. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still in the middle of posting, so it's gonna be another few minutes. Also, I didn't open chat. Sorry. I mean, I did, but like I didn't. You know what I mean? You know, the one good thing that Clip Studio Paint has done, and that's not true, they did more than one good thing, but mostly the one good thing that they did was make it so you can see a little thumbnail of the file that you're opening. Like the way Photoshop files are is it's just the little Photoshop like file symbol as the thumbnail on like your desktop or whatever. So you can't see it. Which is fine, I guess, but like Clip Studio Paint really did that shit, if you don't mind my saying. Small, so you can barely tell, but you know, still. Okay, there's that. Once was. Oh shit. Oh fuck. What? Text. Ooh, okay. Kill. Kill. Don't save. Fuck you. Perfect. Okay. So, I I need to redo my warm-up button. So it should be a Twilight reference today. I think we're just gonna fuck around. That's okay, the script. Thank you though. That's good. We're just gonna fuck around. And if that involves stuff that I should actually be working on, so be it. But I'd like to finish that stupid warm up from the other day. We didn't do a cooldown from that day either, so I'd like to catch up on that as well. At the very least, this week I'd like to get done with my um um my warm-ups and cools downs done for the week because I'm super behind on my sketchbook. It's a little embarrassing. But we'll start with the warm-up I actually had planned for today. And then we'll fuck around after that. Hi, how are you? One, take two. But the gelatos are really fucking hard for me to use, so. What's up? I've for some reason that title I was laughing at myself because I thought it was fucking hysterical. It's not that funny, but to me it is. I'm pretty good. Just bitching about my sketchbook stuff as is customary. Um, okay, open. No. Art, illustration, warm-ups, templates, last warm-up template, I promise. Okay, let's move you over. I have chosen a Twilight screenshot. It is primarily the truck. Because I feel like I kind of cop out the actual, like, thank you, I agree. I was like, what movies do I watch? None of them. It's Twilight and that's fucking all. But I think what we're gonna do for this is we're going to do a lasso painting. I I'm not super great with the lasso. Um but I feel like it'll be a good thing to practice. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see. X time lapse. Okay, perfect. Way. What? Okay. Name for this. Go ahead and slap that under. We don't need it. What the hell is that? That's nothing on the tour. No flying out. This time. Say it now. There's like a blue garage. It's kind of over here. I'm not a lasso painter guy. I am wildly unfamiliar with this. What the fuck? There we go. I am wildly unfamiliar with the lasso tool. So I feel like this is a good place to start with it, but at the same time really not feeling super confident with it. But that's fine, I guess. I feel like it'll also be a good way to get me to simplify things down, because the lasso tool kind of sucks balls. So you can barely tell the difference. It's fine. Anyway, how are you doing? Different this time. Jesus. You are super okay. You just want to let me know, like, extra hard that you're doing good. Which, thank you. I'm very happy that you're okay. um, is this Hosier? Get the fuck out of here, man. Is this humbling? I just think you were excited. I think you're fine. No. I was like, Hosier? Ew. Put on the Cars 2 soundtrack. Oh no, dude. And I didn't even consider skipping it. Sickest place! So true. Well, I'm glad you're okay. Sorry we didn't get to finish our episode. Oh. Holy fuck. Let me turn that shit up for you, man. It's okay. Yeah. We love to yap. Is that better? Let me know. Is what? Sweet. Happy to hear that. Oh, smile. Also, I would very much like to finish my fanfiction, listen to more 2015 twos, and perhaps play Animal Crossing. A big night, huge night for you. I am a little disappointed that we didn't get to go through the whole list of tunes. There was a lot of potential there for my likes. Maybe I say, yes, I would love this. Smart. could use a Cars 2 rewatch right about now. Actually, think this is a larger area. I think I underestimated it a little bit. Okay. I believe we left about yes. Okay, yeah, Style by Taylor Swift. Not what year did that one gay song come out where she was like, "You need to calm down"? You remember that one? Hotline Bling? Oh my god, dude, 2015 was crazy. Baby. Of all the things my liked playlist could put on, it's the song I'm the most embarrassed about. This is fine. We'll keep going. Hey Mama. Oh my god. Wait, is that the song I think it is? The fucking guy who died? God, what was his name? I don't remember. Bang on the drum. Like, hey, Mama. Oh, okay. That is not what I was thinking. Oh, I'm sorry. I got it confused with Hey Brother. By Avicii, or whatever, the guy who did die. My bad. It's hard. He's dead. Yes. He is dead, to my knowledge. He could still be kicking it out there. He could be lying to us all. I wouldn't know about it, though. Make it. This song is interesting for me because Nat King Cole has a song called I Found $1 Million Baby at the 5 and 10 cent store, which is a bit of a mouthful. And for that I'm sorry, but that is what the song's called. Going Down for Real by Flo. I don't think that will be on the playlist, but hey. Wait, Going Down for Real by Flo Rida isn't gonna be on the playlist, man? You're crazy. You're fucked up. It's going down for it. That's such a 2015 song, man. No, it brings back memories. Of what? It's 2016. Oh. Oh, I was like, huh? I thought we were talking 2015. You are doing the flash correct. Okay, I'm back on board. I'm listening. You are in tech class. Fuck Cupid. Hate to be your ex, but that feels stupid. What you did. That you're outside. I chose Going Down for Real to be my presentation. My presentation. On bands. Your presentation is crazy, but that kind of real of you. Get out of sleep in it. Nothing but respect for my queen. Is a slow moving slideshow about my dream vacation to New York City, which is only 10 slides. I didn't even know you could. I didn't add music to any of my presentations, so I never had any trouble with that kind of thing. My teacher was always freaking out. Okay. Does this go awry? I'm getting a sense of it's not going to end well. Hate to be your ex. Yeah, side. die. I'd. Now, if you could please put on Going Down for Real and that song playing, I'll see the last. It's slightly Jonesy. She didn't turn it down. That's crazy. Am I gonna put it on right now? Hell yeah, brother. Going Down for Real. Oh my god. On the My House album? Forgot about that. Silence, man. I like how Man also made it into the asterisks, by the way. Silence, Man. Blah. You really got that part, by the way. What's going on the legs? I like Sage the Gemini. I should listen to his shit for real. I'm gonna put on Red Nose. What? He was on the Scoob soundtrack? That's crazy. Oh, Now and Later. Now and Later. The cube transition every slide. He's going down for. Oh my god, that is so funny. I'm fucking imagining it in my mind's eye and I'm gonna die. That's so good. Yes. I'm ready to read. You have to. It would be historical revisionism if you didn't. That doesn't even make any sense, but that's okay. I love to use big words. For no reason. Everyone else chose. I fired that shit to be special. I was special. Did they require you to use music? Like, I don't even know why they would do that. Entendre. Yes, to show us how to add it. That's so stupid. That's so fucking funny, though. Because we never really got taught how to do presentations type shit. Like, nothing special. Like, none of my classes ever required transitions or anything. Okay, that reminds me, my final presentation was My House. What the fuck was... Wait. Oh, like the song My House by Flo Rida? You were a huge Flo Rida fan, it seems. Yeah, that's so fucking funny, dude. What's your issue? I mean, Flo Rida was pretty good, though, to be honest with you. So you might have been cooking a little bit, at least. I must have decided it was peak. So true. Yeah, I didn't ever have to do anything like that. I never got fancy with my shit anyway. I didn't like putting too much effort into my schooling. Oh god. Anyways, 33, what do you mean by Justin Bieber? Right. Okay, yeah, exactly. I went fucking crazy. Um, um, in the fucking winter formal. This in like 2015, dude. This and Fetty Wap. Photograph by the Game of Thrones actor Ed Sheeran. He was my favorite character. Night 3. grab the wall, make your ass fall off. Hello by Adele, which overtook the views. Oh my god. I did not like that song. I was immune to that one. Stitch it. Oh, okay, stop. I kind of like Stitches. Shawn Mendes is. No, he's not the weird one. I'm thinking Charlie Puth. Sorry. Talking Buddy Buddy. So true. Talking Buddy. I don't know what else she got up to, but I liked the three things that she had going on that ended up getting popular. There's only two. But that's okay. Come on now. Speed up. Okay. Jealous by Nick Jonas. Stop. Okay, I have his CD. You got me in chains. I hope that's on there later. You got me in chains for your love. That was a good one too. Time of Our Lives, my favorite. Oh yeah. And then just a week ago, like a so I still ain't playing though. I forgot Pitbull was of the 2010s era. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Gas pedal. I made the windows too big. I got really excited about the windows. Beep, beep, bow. She gon' shake it. She gon' shake it. Like a red nose. ESAGE. I'm the sensei. Replay. Locked Away. Our City Feet. Adam Levine. I don't know this one. Neither do I. That one doesn't sound familiar to me. So the club, back to my place. Sunny on me. Somebody wanna. No. I wanna dance with somebody. I remember that one. That one came on my Pandora a lot. She gon' shake it. I don't know when um uh Pandora stopped being popular. I don't think it ever really was, but I was a huge Pandora head all throughout high school. I had my favorite radio bookmarked on my computer for a while. I can throw that one on if you remind me after I'm done listening to Sage the Gemini. I think it might be the same, yeah. But I think they probably like remixed it or edited it somehow. I could be thinking of. No, I'm pretty sure that's right. I'll throw it on in a minute. We'll find out together. She gonna shake it. She gonna shake it. Four or 5 seconds are cutting it. Rihanna. Paul McCartney. Oh yeah, I fucking remember that song. I don't remember what it sounds like, but I remember that it existed, and I think I was like minorly annoyed by it. We'll have to throw that one on too. I should just add it. I'm gonna make a queue. Okay. Somebody. Add. Can you add it to the fucking? There it is. Okay. Somebody in Olivia Rose. Oh my god, Centuries. Oh my god, Paul looked really young back then. Damn, it has been basically 10 years. Basically. My. Oh! When you come my way. So true. I think I'm gonna lose it. Okay, I've added this. Take your time, Sam Hunt. That, I believe, is a country song. Do you want me to add it to the queue or no? Get this now, lad. Animals! Oh my god! I gotta put that one on there for sure. Almost gonna make you play. Okay, I'll put Your Time by Sam Hunt. Hey, hey! Okay. Animals by Maroon 5. I'm gonna put Maps on there. Oh, you wanna know what? I'm gonna put another Maroon 5 song in here, hold on. What was it called? Pocket. This used to be my favorite song. In Your Pocket, excuse me. This used to be my favorite song by Maroon 5. Okay. Now or later. Now or later. You're the sugar rest of my sweet tooth. Okay, our cue should be coming on now. I just wanted to get now and later in there. Yeah. I won't turn it up for you anymore. I can turn it up for myself, I forgot. Shots, 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 shots. Tell nobody. We ain't gotta tell nobody. Let's go out and we turn down. Oh no, we won't. Ain't never no down. Leave the turn and say we never going home. That's what I wanna do. Yeah! I'm okay, I'm putting Post to be on here too. With somebody. Because you didn't seem to recognize that one either. which you might not have. You gotta tell nobody. We ain't gotta tell nobody. Am I putting that one on there? I don't think I remember that one. A classic? Okay, you tell me which ones you want on if you have a deep, intense desire. No, no, we won't. Never turn down. We never turn down. Sleep, we turn and say we never going home. Just what I wanna do. Shots, 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 shots. This one can go on because what the fuck? I think I recognize that one though. I can't imagine it in my mind's eye. Nasty Freestyle by T Wayne. Turn down, oh no, we won't. We never turn down. We never turn down. Turn and say we never going home. You know just what I wanna do. Only by Nicki Minaj and others, of course. I don't recognize that one. Shots, 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 shots. We gotta tell nobody. We ain't gotta tell nobody. Elastic. Okay, I'm throwing that one on there. I like Sia. Oh, I fucking hated this song. Good thing we put it on here, huh? Oh, cool for the summer. We're gonna put that one. Time for each other. Cool for the summer. Okay, what the fuck is Paul doing there? It's not that. No, I don't like this song. I was gonna lie. I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know what Paul's doing here. I think he was just kind of fucking around at this point. We're gonna put that shit on. I will. Oh, hi, Kanye. Forgot he was here. But this was back when he was normal. I don't. Oh, so true. God, and I swear. Love me harder. Oh, okay, never mind. I think it's I think it's understanding what we're doing because it gave me the Sean Paul song we didn't put on there. Ooh, that's really dark. Where is Paul? Where is he going? Wildest Dreams, Taylor Swift. Stay with me, so true. Stay with me. I think Paul is just he's strumming, bro. Hell yeah. He's just on the guitar. He's kicking it for sure. And then I swear. I might cut Bella out of this. happening, I swear. You know you like it. Oh my god, it's the 2050 song. Listened to it earlier. Who's it by? I'm putting that one on because I don't recognize it. Uma Thurman, of course. DJ Snake? I don't recognize this one. Okay. DJ Snake. Throw that shit on there. I won't put Uma Thurman on there. The heart wants what it wants. My Selena go 7-Eleven. That one's going on there for sure. Girl Crushed by Little Bit. That's a country song, isn't it? So, I love Trey Songz. I forgot, dude. This was my era for sure. Cause there was a lot of R&B that was popular at the time. Jog You Down, classic. We'll put it on there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do this in my own time. I'm gonna go through every decade I've ever lived and like every song I could find that is even vaguely reminiscent or of my childhood or something I recognize. We've been here forever. Truffle Butter. Okay, I actually like that song. Everyone freaked the fuck out because of what it was about, but I remember really liking that song. We'll throw it on to see if I was correct or not. One last time, buddy. That's a good one too. Shit! That's going on there for sure. No, not the fucking Hamilton song. You're crazy. You're crazy for suggesting that to me. It's got me in chains. Oh, I don't think Jealous went on here. We'll put that one on too. Ew, the Chainsmokers. They were nasty. I still get jealous. You're so sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants a taste. That's why. Yes. Jonas! Let's go! Okay. Wah! Baby, won't you come my way? I don't think I've heard that one. Maybe I have, but I don't recognize it. Singing this. Oh my god, yeah! Think I bitch. Hey. I won't miss. Hey. You come my way. This is something you should know. No time. Ray Shrimmered. You got no type. Riptide? Gotta put that on there. It was for the ukulele girlies. House. Classic. I'm a classic man. I'm putting that on there too. My music taste is becoming like more mainstream as we continue through this list. A lot of these songs I loved and I thought I had found them, which I mean it's so cold. I didn't like that song very much. I can put it on if you want. Dear Future Husband, that is staying off the playlist. Or the queue, excuse me. Marvin Gaye. If you put this Charlie Puth goofy ass shit, I'll kill myself. Luckily, I don't recognize it. So you're safe. And I have no desire to recognize it because you said Charlie Puth. So I was like, In the night till the morn. I was definitely less into like the pop specific stuff, and I was more into like the rap and R&B stuff. Marvin Gaye, let's get it on. Wait, like he didn't even make a new song, he just covered it? Ew. Like I'm gonna lose. Oh yeah, I didn't like that song very much either. Yes. The order in which these are is very weird. Cause Habits I recognize more than I do the other song. I forget what song. Um, it is that we have of hers on here, but you see. Hanging Tree. How many letters in Ebony? That's right, 8. I'm not putting that shit on there though. Coco. I don't recognize that one either. I will hang myself. Okay, I'm glad we're in the same boat on that one. They definitely got better. They with the uh Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The soundtrack for that one's actually good. In regards to like the songs the characters are singing. Bang bang Jessie J, bang bang into the room. I won't put that one on there either, but that one's very fucking funny. Happy she's here. Sims with the Killer. I know. Songbirds and Snakes was really good. Missing her. You say I'm crazy. Think I know what you've done. Lay me down. Sam! I'll put that one on there too. No, I'm not the only one. Stood it up. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. Tuesday. Sounds familiar. I'm gonna put it on the queue and then be confused when it comes on. Yeah, exactly. It's got Drake on it, so that's good. A good sign for all involved. Drake's earlier stuff is actually good, and I'm kind of pissed that he fell off. Hit the We gotta put that on there. No, I'm not the only one. He did a weird riff I didn't expect. Macklemore. I don't think I've heard that one, but we'll go ahead and throw it on there because it's Macklemore. Shout out Macklemore, dude. And maybe my hand will slip and we'll put put thrift shopping on there or something. I'm just kidding. It's not as easily accessible as I thought it was going to be. Oh, this is the Sam Hunt song. This is some shit mom will listen to. House Party. Let's fucking put it on. If you're thinking country, you're probably correct. Got a house party honey. I don't remember the lyrics. Ayo by redacted. No free to woman. No free pro to woman beaters. Feet Tyga. But I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on. My first search result is Ayo Girl by Jason Derulo because I like that song. So the woman beater has been killed. You do know the song. Because country music does not move past a decade. This song has to still be super omega popular. Which I think the death of country music really blows. It's a damn shame. Blessings by Big Sean. Kick the dust up. You will put the song. I will order the chips and queso. Kick the dust up. Break all of me. Budapest? What's it? I remember, but no Budapest. That song. But I don't remember it. I have to put it on. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna put it on the. No, it's fine. I'll just put it on YouTube really quick, and you won't be able to hear it. Budapest, George Ezra. Oh. I'm gonna pause Spotify for a split second. Please hold. I have to get to the chorus. His has to go on there, obviously. Dude, the music video is corny as hell. Wow, this song sucks shit. Okay, moving on. We're back. Chandelier. Didn't spell that shit right at all. That's cute. Heartbeat song. I don't have good feelings on it. We'll go ahead and skip that one. Thanks. I just wanna take your time. Uh, you did not. Don't, Ed Sheeran. How about you don't put that shit on there? Because there's a reason it's I need to. Don't even worry about it, man. Couldn't even imagine putting an Ed Sheeran song on here. That should. I don't remember that one. Inside you. That one I will listen to. Okay. I listened to this song too many times, so I got pissed off and stopped liking it. Because it came on Pandora way too often. I was like, fuck you, I don't want to listen to this shit anymore. Today, stay away from me. Making that sound. Break down over the ground. Saying it was me, you know. Oh, I'm praying on you tonight. Can you put that on? I can. Animals like animals, oh. I'm freaking you the Sure. I remember this one, I just can't off the top of my head. And Enrique Iglesias miss his ass. Come back to us, Enrique. We need you. Side you down. Stop! I'm putting it on. I might even put it on twice. Yeah. So that was so. Dude, that was my song. Fucking loved that. It's going on the likes. Oh, it's already on the likes. You better believe it's already on the likes. Hell yeah, brother. That's what we like to fucking see. Animals like animals, oh. You don't think that you can hide. Smell your scent the most. Night changes, as I would say, with Caps Lock and Vibe. I don't remember that one. That's sad. Dude, Maroon 5 is so bad. La la la. Back to back Drake. I don't think I've heard that one. Sad. Yeah. Oh. Just tough. I'm not. I'm not getting that one. Sorry, man. Most like animals, most. The most. Animals like animals. 100. And what list is really the one and only Calvin Harris? So true. Animals like animals, most. Know your life. Let's go! Yeah! That's my favorite part about being a music enjoyer is I know when stuff sucks shit. But I ignore it and listen to it anyway. Night changes. Who's it by? Oh, One Direction? Huh. Yeah, I really cannot think of that one. This wasn't on the list. This is the one that I put on here. The Maroon 5 song that I liked as a kid off of this album. okay, I like when music is bad, but good. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting maps on there. Hey, that's not maps. Okay, thank you. That's maps. Why do I not remember this? In your pocket? It was a bit of a deeper cut. It was really good though. It's about to hit it right now. Alright. Come on here. Nothing's coming out. It's not that good. Show me that phone in your pocket, girl. Show me that phone in your pocket. Wait, think that I don't know what this is really all about. Really easy if it had... The song? Or is it a band? I don't... Oh. I did not listen to them at all. Hi, Cat! Missed you! How are you doing? I apparently wildly off my radar. Where do you go? You going? Time alone. Think I don't know, I know. A lot of things I want to say, but nothing's coming out. You make me feel because... Okay, I will. Exactly. You guys are on the same exact page. Really all about it should be really easy if you had nothing to hide. My twin flame. Girl, show me that phone in your pocket. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. Show me yours, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Never believe you looked me in the eyes. Said to me you had nothing to hide. Now you did to me, this really is goodbye. I got pulled over blasting and seeing this on myself. I just look at the comment list. That's so funny. Came to you, I never ever lied. Phone in your pocket, girl. Show me that phone in your pocket. So wait, you think that I don't know what this is really all about? I would want to... It's blaring, so true. Been pretty good. Just chilling, hanging out. We finished Yakuza on Tuesday. I'm a little disappointed with the ending. I haven't unpacked it, and I was planning on being annoying about it on stream today. But we've been talking music instead. Easy. Yo, check. Yeah, my feelings on it are complex. Like, it was a shitty ending. We did finish the 2015 top 100 list, so I think maybe it's time to talk about the ending of Yakuza. I was going to go back to the that's so funny that you know how to skip it. That's fucking hysterical. But my plan got me through like groceries. We did end up quitting on Pocket Circuit, not on purpose necessarily. Well, I know what I know. My plan is I was going to go back and do it if I had time, but we finished, like, they forced us to watch the credits to get one last, final, like, cutscene. There were 2, like, extra cutscenes after the credits, and the credits were unskippable. So we sat through the credits. But, we had basically finished the game right at 10 o'clock. and I had work in the morning, so I had to leave. So we didn't end up finishing Pocket Circuit, but unfortunately the way the game worked is if you wanted to finish the game, you couldn't um uh you couldn't finish the story and then go back and finish all the fun parts because it implies that you can only do all the like real estate stuff when Kiryu is out of the Yakuza. And he rejoins the Yakuza at the end of the game. Which yeah. It it makes sense, but I'm um good like it's supposed to be. Yeah, so the game lets you save right before the final battle stuff. So I saved, it was like, you cannot come back. And if you go do the end of the game stuff. And so to end the game, you have to meet Nishiki and he takes you to the final battle. Um, but anyway, so I did save it so we can go back and play Pocket Circuit. I figured that would be like an emergency game situation. So if something isn't working or I hate the game we're playing, I'll go back and crack open Yakuza and we can play some Pocket Circuit or something. Is the plan. Um but yeah, so the game's ending so I don't know what all you missed. So I don't know what all I have to catch you up on. But I feel like it doesn't matter for the most part. To be honest with you. Um um but so the ending of the game, as soon as we go into we had to okay. We had to meet Nishiki somewhere. Or we had to wait, right? You think of the finale of my drunk days? I don't what's this called? Oh yeah, Flex. Ooh ooh ooh. Um um so sitting core. I have to run an ad. Luckily we're done with the warm up for the most part. Let me finish this. It'll take me 2 seconds. Quan, where you at? Um. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. Warm up done. I kind of like it. Turns out the lasso tool is kind of a sleigh. So anyway, I'm gonna run the ad really quick, and then I'll come back and I'll talk about. I think it's gonna be. Hell yeah, brother! You make the shit out of that mac and cheese, man. Hell fucking yeah. Who doesn't love a good mac and cheese, man? Okay, but I'm gonna go run my ad really quick. I will return shortly to complain about Yakuza, because I brought it up. It's funny because I keep being like, maybe we won't talk about Yakuza. And then I bring it up. And I'm like, this is somebody else's fault for bringing it up. And then I think about it and I'm like, no, I brought it up. No one else cares but me. Anyway, I'll be right back. Everybody sit tight during the ad. Okay, I'm back now. I'm gonna export this really quick. Thank you, it's good to be back. Be honest, did I miss any other songs? Beside Elastic Heart. I feel like I could have. I got thick skin and an elastic heart. Okay, what day is it? 6/13/24. Twilight truck screenshot. Lay hard in an elastic heart. Elastic heart. Okay, and then we've got to export the time lapse. Stick hard. Oh, I did it so fast it's only 30 seconds. Not that that's a huge deal, it doesn't matter, but we'll call that successful. Stick hard. I probably would have been a little quicker in real life if we hadn't been doing music at the same time. Sometimes I think we should just do like a hangout day where we fuck around and do whatever. Okay. I told everyone I was just gonna do whatever I wanted. And this isn't what I want, but we need to get it done. Okay. Anyway, so Yakuza. Unfortunately for all of you. But not for me. I'm so excited to talk about it. Paradise. Okay, I forgot this was a good song. So Yakuza, we meet Nishiki by the car. He takes us to where the final battle is located. And it's on a yacht with all of so it's the Omi Alliance's no, I'm sorry, not the Omi, the Nikio Consortium, because Sarah is on our side. And so the Shibusawa's guys are fighting the Nikio Consortium guys. So Shibusawa can be captain, essentially, is the final battle. And so we fight our way to the top of the ship, and we fight Shibusawa, which was so fucking hard. We had never seen purple health bar before. My brother, there was purple health bar. It was fucking crazy. Like red is when they take damage and that health disappears. Orange is the first level, yellow is the second, green is the third, blue is the fourth, and then purple is the fifth. So he had a lot of fucking health. But we managed. And so it turns out that he has a dragon tattoo also. Fucking, it did suck ass. Purple was crazy, and what gay scene? Oh, when fucking Nishiki stops us from killing him? That was bonkers. That shit was crazy. I can't believe they, like, shoehorned that in. I know I watched it with you, so I know I watched it. No. I totally forgot about that part until you brought it back up because I was super disillusioned with the ending that I forgot about that critical piece of the fucking puzzle. So you're completely right to have brought that up and reminded me. In fact, you having been the only one there to witness the ending is very important. So you can keep me in line and remind me of things that I forgot to mention. So oh yeah, Renegades. I forgot you wanted me to put this one. I was like, what the fuck is this? Um, so we defeat Shibusawa and Nishiki. So, okay, Shibusawa has a dragon tattoo like Kiryu does, and so in the first game, Kiryu's known as the Dragon of Dojima. We do not know that though because we only played Yakuza 0. So the more we've played 0 or the longer we've played 0, the more I'm starting to think we probably should have started with 1 because of the way that the game ended. And I think that really fucking sucks shit. If you have a prequel, I feel like I don't know. I probably should have played it in order of release and not chronologically. I'm just a chronological defender because I think that's kind of fun. But I definitely don't think I hate the Majima cut. That's what I was I have to add. We will get there momentarily. Actually, you want to know? You're absolutely right. Forget it. Let's start with Majima. So Majima's ending was fucking awful from start to finish. You go into the car as Kiryu and you go battle Shibusawa as Kiryu. Majima also gets an opportunity to have a final battle also. And so his final battle, he decides that he needs to avenge Makoto and protect her from all the fucked up shit that all these annoying Dojima guys are gonna do to her if she's on her own. So his motivation is basically they will never leave her alone if she's alive. I mean, if they're alive. If she's alive and they're alive, she will not be safe. So he decides to go kill some Dojima guys. So to that end, I'm like, hell yeah, brother, kill them. Get their asses. I agree completely. So he gets there, and we fight through Lao Gui, I believe his name was, the assassin who is the reason Kiryu was being framed for murder. He was the one who ended up killing that guy in the beginning of the game. Who, you may recall, we didn't deal with that at all. We just assumed Kiryu got off scot-free. But whatever. No, it's fine. I don't fucking care. God damn, that lantern's annoying as hell. It's never been a problem until this year. I don't know, has she not put it there before? Or what the fuck? Whatever. It's fine. So yeah, don't mind. We leaving with me. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. So money, money, money. Is you coming home, girl? I don't mind. I am going to get distracted if the music's still on. You let me know if there's a good song. So so we fight through a bunch of Dojima guys. And we get to a room and Awano is there. because we haven't had the opportunity to fight him yet, so the game kind of shoehorned a battle with him in it. And so they talk for a few minutes, and Majima's like, "You're a lazy dickhole." And um basically what Awano does is, "Oh yeah," and they fight. And then Awano gets his ass handed to him. The battle was fairly easy. And then um Majima and him are talking, and they have like a weirdly like intimate and like heartfelt conversation. Between two men. So how heartfelt could it be? But like it's relatively heartfelt. And um they they're basically on the brink of like parting ways peacefully. But then Lao Gui, the Chinese mafia assassin guy, I don't really remember what he is going. I think he's just a Chinese assassin. Um but he shows up, and uh Awano is facing the door, Majima's facing away from the door, obviously. And so Awano steps in front of um uh Majima and gets shot because they were having a heartfelt conversation, and then dies. And then Dojima shows up. And so Dojima's like, "Kill this man." And Lao Gui is like, "Yes, you are paying me money, therefore I will do this." So then we fight Lao Gui, whose battle was much more difficult than Awano's was. Um, but a lot more interesting. I like how all the characters have different fighting styles, and they put a lot of effort into how each character fights and how it reflects their personality, which I think is really cool. Um, like Sarah, the Nikio Consortium guy, is a very smooth, put together fighter. Kashiwagi, I would say, is very and these are just the characters that I noticed in particular. Um, Sarah was like a big one for me. I was a huge fan of his fighting style, but he fought very smooth and was like calm and collected about it. And then Kashiwagi was very like formal in his fighting style, which I thought was really interesting. Um, I'm gonna put these back on because it's pissing me off. I'll just turn down the music so I get less distracted. And so Lao Gui had a very weird fighting style, and as you fought, his uh what the fuck? His fighting style developed as you continued to fight him, because at one point you push him into the other room, and so like that's supposed to kind of signify the next, like the second half of the battle, the second phase. um and so yeah, you defeat him, obviously. um and so Majima uh ends up in Dojima's office and is about to kill him. Or I'm sorry, he's about to kill Lao Gui, excuse me. Um, but is ultimately stopped by Sarah, who shows up and is like, "You remember how your brother went and killed a bunch of people without you and you were like really upset about it? That's what you're gonna do to Makoto, is you are going to kill people for her, and she will feel indebted to you forever as a result. You don't want to do that to her, do you?" And he also needs these people alive. Um, so Dojima can be embarrassed later on. And then they use Lao Gui to get some people in jail, I think. I don't remember the specifics. Um, so he relents and doesn't kill Lao Gui or Dojima. Whatever, not a huge deal. So at this point is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like, this is weird. I don't understand where Majima's ending is going. So then we as Majima go back and Sarah is like, here's a gun. And Majima's like, why? And Sarah's like, I need you to give a message to Shimano for me. I know he's working with the Omi Alliance. Um, or whatever. I need you to give him a message and like threaten him, basically. I think he was supposed to kill Shimano was the implication, but I'm not really sure. It was unclear. And so we go there. Um, and so we meet Sagawa outside, and they have a brief conversation, and we don't kill Sagawa at this point. And I was like, damn, this game sucks because I couldn't kill Sagawa because he fucking sucks shit. Sagawa is alive still. We haven't fought him. I was kind of hoping he'd be like a final battle kind of thing, but no. But he notices that Majima's bringing a gun into the room where Shimano is at, and he's just like, you got a gun there, huh, buddy? And Majima's like, yeah, I do have a gun. Do you mind? And Sagawa's like, no, go ahead. And then he goes inside the room. And so Shimano is talking to an Omi Alliance guy. Now, I'm fucking confused as shit at this point. I don't know what's going on. I kind of thought we would find Makoto after this. Because Sarah tells Majima that Makoto has woken up from her coma. She is awake now. And I am telling this out of order, I believe. Because I think you kill Shibusawa as Majima, do a couple of Kiryu things, and then this scene where he finds out that Makoto's alive and coma free happens after the Kiryu stuff is kind of over. And so you um uh so he knows that Makoto is out of her coma, but he goes to Shimano instead and interrupts their conversation, his conversation with the Omi Alliance guy. And so he is just like, yeah, Sarah told me to come and give you a message. And so he gives him like a vague message or whatever, and about how Sarah is now the owner of the empty lot. Um I was gonna say, Happy Makoto wakes up. I would be pissed. If she didn't wake up, I would also be pretty pissed. If she like died out of left field, oh my god, that'd make me so fucking mad. Like the woman we are basically trying to save for the later sections of the game, and she dies. Fuck off, man. Tachibana's death was already a kind of a little bit annoying, but it was kind of out of our control, for the most part. But Makoto would have been bad. Like a grown man can look after himself, but this tiny little woman, which is what the game makes her out to be, can't look after herself, obviously. Except for that one time when she stabbed Oda. She was so cool. Her confidence arc in the latter half of the game was awesome. Love her. Anyway, point is, we so Majima is like, I am with you, Shimano, and sets the gun down on the table after like vaguely threatening him through Sarah vaguely threatens Shimano through Majima. And Shimano kind of gets the gist, but Majima sets the gun down and is like, I am with you all the way. I am your guy. And and he's like, I will do whatever you tell me to do. And Shimano's like, so you'd let me kill you right now? And Majima's like, yes. Like, dead fucking serious. And, which is so gay, by the way. You can't just say that shit, man. But whatever. And Shimano's like, okay, perfect. Turns the gun on the Omi Alliance guy, kills him. And we're good. And so then we cut back to Kiryu, and then we cut back. Also, Majima not talking to her. Spoilers. I don't know, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm going to describe that cutscene in vivid detail right now. So, what the hell is this? Oh, I forgot. I put this one on here. But anyway, so Majima, is this before or after he has the Sagawa conversation? Let's assume before. I mean after. Let's assume after, because I don't fucking remember. So he is like, yep, I'm with you, man. And so Shimano's like, perfect. And so we move on. And so we're talking to Sagawa in an alleyway. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. And so Sagawa is like, haha, we're friends now, because I don't have to, like, be annoying at you anymore. And Majima's like, yeah, that's nice, man. But is, like, cordial about it. But he's, like, he's happy to not be, like, weird about it anymore. Like, he's not Sagawa's prisoner, basically. But that doesn't mean he's, like, a fan of his. So basically what happens between them is Majima's like, I could never see you again, and I'd be fine with that. And Sagawa's like, fair enough, but if you ever need me, I'll be in this location. And Majima's like, yeah, whatever. And so during this conversation, Majima has changed haircuts and outfits. He is now wearing his Kiwami outfit, which is the fucking ugliest outfit I've ever seen. The Hitler cut is back. He is not wearing a shirt underneath a snakeskin, like, jacket. No shirt, snakeskin jacket. And he's got the Hitler cut back. And it is super heinous. He looks disgusting. It's awful. He's just talking to Sagawa like this, and Sagawa is like, you look terrible. And Majima's like, I look like myself. And Sagawa's like, okay, buddy, sure. And so they have that brief conversation. Majima's like, I'm fucking leaving now, bye. Leaves. And then Sagawa is killed by 3 Omi Alliance guys. So he dies in the end, but it doesn't make any sense as to why he dies. I don't know why. I went through, because I was curious this morning and I didn't want to do my homework. I was on his fandom wiki page trying to figure out why the fuck Omi Alliance guys killed him. Because the game, like, flashes the Omi Alliance pins at us a couple times and translates it for us because we can't fucking read. And it's like, Omi Alliance. And then Saga was like, damn, it's my time, isn't it? And then it cuts to black and there's a gunshot sound. So he's clearly fucking dead. I love that comedy ass that hat and outfit. Wait, what? Oh yeah! Where are they now or whatever? If that's what you mean, I can't really tell. Yeah, the where are they now? We will get there as well. So the Omi Alliance fucking kills Sagawa. Completely and entirely unsatisfactory ending, in my opinion. Super annoying that happened. I wanted to kill him so fucking bad, and the game cops out and lets some randos do it. Boo! Boo! Let me kill him! Come on! Boo! But whatever. He's fucking dead. So, Majima's final scene in the game, and we are, like, dying to figure out where the fuck Makoto is at this point. It's like, where is she? I miss her. Hello, what's going on? And so the game finally gives her to us. And she goes, and so she's walking through the street and with the doctor woman, and I was like, lesbians. And so two guys come up to the doctor and Makoto and is like, um, we are going to be annoying at you right now. And Makoto is like, fuck you, and hits one of them. And the other guy is like, what is wrong with you, man? And he's just like, you're gonna have to pay for that or whatever. And so Makoto's like, yeah, you can tell me to pay for it, but you need to let her go. So they're like, fine, sounds good to me. So they let the doctor go, and the doctor's like, I'm gonna go get help. And so Makoto is like standing up to these guys. And so at some point, they're like, blah, 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 we're annoying and gonna like traffic you or some crazy shit. Um, and so Makoto is like, oh yeah, you'll never fucking take me alive. Not literally, like she's just confident and like being strong about it. Um, and so they, um, they turn around, they're just like, oh, hey, boss, and it's fucking Majima. And it is clear to us now that Makoto can, in fact, see. Her blindness has been cured, she's all good to go, she's ready to fucking rock. And so she does not recognize Majima because she never got the opportunity to see his face. Although I still argue that a man in an eye patch is relatively rare. So you could assume that Makoto, who knows he only has one eye because that's how he related to her at the beginning to mid section of the game, that she knows he only has one eye and therefore an eye patch or something adjacent. But instead, so the men are about to say his name, which Makoto does know. She has been told twice over the course of the game, and this is where I start to get pissed off about the inconsistencies, but she's been told twice what his name is. He tells her near the end of the game, so fairly recently, like before she went into the coma and got shot, I believe she knows his name at that point. She was also told when she was being held in the warehouse to be hidden from all the assassins that were after her at the beginning part of the game. She knows his name. And one of the annoying dudes who was gonna like traffic her or whatever is like is about to say Majima, and he beats them both up to protect Makoto, obviously. And so the doctor lady does end up getting some help, and the man comes over and is like, hey, you get the fuck out of here, man, don't hurt her, blah blah blah. And so you so Majima's like, come over here and talk to me for a second. And Makoto is like, just standing there. She's just chilling. And so the guy goes over there with Majima, and Majima's like, do you love her? And the guy's like, huh? And Majima's like, do you love her? Be honest. And he's like, she's my patient. But Majima notices that his fists are curling up or whatever, and he's like, oh yeah, your fists say fucking otherwise. Do you love her or not? And the doctor finally relents and is like, I love her, yes. Not as a doctor and a patient, I love her as a man and a woman. Ugh! And Majima's like, alright, take care of her then, and pisses off. And so he goes back over to Makoto, and Makoto's like, what the fuck did you talk about with that guy? What the hell happened there? And so the guy is like, don't worry about it. Are you free for dinner later? And so Makoto watches Majima walk away. Majima does not reveal who he is. He does not reveal his name. He doesn't tell her, I was the one who hung out with you for a really long time. We went through all that stuff together. He just walks away and disappears into the crowd. I hated that shit! So did I. I understand to a degree why it happened. Because this is a prequel and they had to shoehorn in all this information. They had to make sure that all of the characters went away connected to only the characters that they knew in the first game and that were mentioned in the first game. So either they would have had to kill Makoto off or disconnect her from Majima somehow. And they decided to disconnect her because it would have been wildly unsatisfying to have killed her. And I believe that this was probably the correct choice of the two. However, Majima's arc as a whole, on the whole, was really, really bad. His arc didn't make any fucking sense. His personality does a wild 180 in the next game, from my understanding. Again, I haven't played it, so I don't actually know what the fuck I'm talking about, but we get a split second of it in that final cutscene after the post-credit cutscene with Makoto, who finds her watch refixed. Like, Majima had picked up her broken watch, which she said she was going to abandon. Majima picks it up, fixes it for her, buries it in the empty lot, and then Makoto visits the empty lot where her brother was technically killed, and sets flowers down in honor of her brother, and then hears music, so she digs up the watch and goes on a tangent about how so many people helped her through that really rough, I fucking love this song. Totally forgot how it went, but glad she's on. But she says she doesn't know who Majima was and said she doesn't know his name, which is not fucking true. I swear to God. And I might like replay the game or like rewatch the whole thing or something to see if he tells her his name. I swear to God he does twice. But she says she doesn't know his name, which pisses me the fuck off and doesn't make any goddamn sense. So his final scene is the fact that he had been listening. Okay, thank God. Happy Mac and Cheese Cat. So glad I'm catching you up on this dog shit ending. Sorry you didn't get to witness all of the, like, middle section. The rest of the game was really great. I loved the rest of the game. The ending was awful. But happy mac and cheese, yes, of course. Hope it's delicious. But so, I'm not even drawing anymore. I'll get back on it eventually, I'm sure. the art streams are thinly veiled just chatting streams, but we don't have to talk about it. So his final scene is the fact that he had buried this watch in the empty lot where he knew she would be because she's fucking there. Because we had met her at the empty lot a couple of times when she was like, let's fucking kill the 3 lieutenants who tried to kidnap and murder me and killed my brother. We should go kill them. And Majima was like, I don't think we should do that. And Makoto was like, yeah, whatever. We are going to go do that. And then got shot at as a result. But whatever. She's okay now, so it's fine. But he literally an act of intense and deep love. And we just fucking never see him again. Or Makoto, I assume, in the rest of the games. Her involvement with Majima starts in Yakuza 0 and ends in Yakuza 0. And okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. If the game had, it's fun. And Majima's arc, overall, him going back to Shimano and choosing not to, and I guess his main goal is to blow up and act like he don't know nobody, or whatever. His main goal at the beginning of the game was to get back into the Yakuza. And in the end, that is what he got. That is what ended up being granted to him. He's back with Shimano, and he's, working for the Yakuza again. But I don't know. I'm a deep enjoyer of romance, and so the fact that they didn't talk at all at the end of the game deeply upsets me. I, again, understand why they did it. Because I know I'm going to get some fucking Yakuza freaks one of these days if I argue this anywhere else on the internet, which I probably won't. But let's say for the sake of debate, there are Yakuza freaks out there. They are going to be like, well, this game was made after the first game, so you should have played the first game first, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. Okay? Like, no, nothing. She basically says, I don't know his name, but I appreciate and will remember him. And Majima's like, yep, that's nice, cool, happy for you, and then disappears. And so that's the end of Majima's arc. Is he walks away from Makoto, and and the scene with her in the empty lot is the post-credit scene. So the game ended for Majima after he walks away, and then the credits roll. And then we watch all the credits, and then that final scene with her in the empty lot finding the watch is the second to last scene. The last scene is Majima walking through the street, and then Kiryu walking through the street. I'll go over Kiryu's ending in a minute here, which I was also disappointed with. Not as disappointed though. They are walking through the street, and they see each other and catch eyes. And now we do not meet Majima at all as Kiryu in Yakuza 0. Their stories, while closely intertwined with one another's, they do not intersect directly. Majima talks to Nishiki briefly, and Majima knows of Kiryu, but they do not ever interact directly. And I was severely disappointed by this. Could have buried the watch with a note like, it would be too dangerous, please. I always, but it's a man, so like they're obviously not gonna do that. And Majima's like crazy now. Like they flash a couple of characters, Lee and Nishitani. I think is the only two they flashed up. But during his conversation with Owano, he was like, I've never respected crazier, stupid people. Making a model right now, and it's just adding the note. So true, Cat. Send it to me and I'll fucking download the shit out of it. But, he basically is like, I am going to become a crazy freak. And so he just does. That's the reason why his personality shifts from depressed and like disillusioned with life, a nihilist, to freak of nature in Yakuza 1, which don't get me wrong, while I was a relatively decently sized fan, I am a Kiryu defender till the day that I die, so Majima was significantly less interesting to me as we played. What a lack of therapy does to someone. No kidding. Because you'd think after being tortured and left in a torture hole dungeon thing for a year would be the thing that makes you crazy. But instead, it's not getting pussy. Like, he's the one who's like, it would be too dangerous to talk to me. I have to protect her by not being around her. Which I guess is what you could argue is his reasoning, but we don't ever actually see his reasoning because he goes back to Shimano before we can really think on any of his motivations. His story does not end particularly well. And all of the Shimano, Omi, Sagawa stuff doesn't make any fucking sense. And it feels really forced and sudden. And watching that cutscene, I was really confused because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But whatever. What the hell are we listening to? Oh, well, that's not my Ariana. Okay, right. Of course. Very sorry, Ariana. Completely my bad. But yeah, so that's how Majima's story ends, and so they never meet. Kiryu and I was about to say Nishiki, sorry. They are by default the first set of names that comes out of my mouth. But Kiryu and Majima don't meet. So the very, very last cutscene before the game finally lets you go back to the main menu, because those cutscenes are fucking long as shit, so the ending of the game was certainly no different, but I kind of don't care at a certain point because I've been so deeply invested in the story of the game, the cutscenes and their length no longer matters to me. But so they never meet, and so they, in the final scene, walk towards each other, and Majima, calls Kiryu-chan, and then the fucking game ends, and we're back at the main menu. So it's clear that they recognize each other now, and it was a nod to the people who expected them to meet each other in Yakuza 0. but they don't. And then so they do that like cop out scene, and which you had to watch the fucking credits for, which I'm sure I could have just exited the game and it wouldn't have affected anything. It would have been a hard exit, so I didn't really want to do that. But so that was what that scene was for, and it was fine, I guess. I don't really give a fuck about it. So the way Kiryu's story ends, and now him finding Makoto and being the reason she ends up in Kamurocho and the reason she ends up selling the empty lot to Sarah, all of that's fine. But and then him defeating Shibusawa, that's fine and makes sense. Because Shibusawa ends up getting so Makoto is being hidden on the Nikio Consortium yacht. And so that's why she's there. And so that's also why Shibusawa wants to get on the yacht. And he wants to kill her for Dojima so he can rise the ranks and defeat Kiryu so he can defeat Kiryu, defeat Kazama, and then keep rising the ranks up until the top. Because that's Shibusawa's goal. That has been, like, Kuze's goal has been similar, but he was shittier at it. We do fight Kuze for, like, the 4th fucking time, and we beat him again for the 4th fucking time, and it's a little bit pathetic, so whatever. But we leave that conversation with a semblance of respect for some reason. I didn't. I was like, fuck you, Kuze, die, bitch, and then left. But Kiryu was like, I think Nishiki, we fight in front of the Kazama family office because we're trying to protect the Kazama family guys because Shibusawa is trying to kill all the Kazama family guys to rise the ranks. Because with Kazama and his family in the way, and Kiryu and Nishiki, who are not technically Kazama family guys, they need to die as well because they're pretty heavily aligned with Kazama, and whatnot. But anyway, so he fights Kuze. Kuze's like, Makoto's on a yacht. Shibusawa's gonna kill her, and Nishiki's like, Shibusa. So we fight him. Kuze reveals that information. Nishiki runs out of the building and is like, Shibusawa's on a yacht. Makoto is there. We have to go save her. And Kiryu's like, you're absolutely correct. Let's go do that. And so that battle ends, and Nishiki's like, okay, meet me by the car. And so you can finish the side quest stuff before meeting him at the car. If you don't do that, you meet him at the car, and I didn't do that. It was very hard for me. But I didn't do all the side stuff. And so we go straight to the car after prepping because, oh my god, if I hadn't brought all of my healing items, I would not have beaten the game. It would have been bad. So luckily I filled my inventory to the fucking brim with little drinkies and smoothies and stuff. So sweet, no big deal. So we go to this yacht, and so we are about to get on the yacht. We are about to fight a bunch of Shibusawa's guys on our own. But then Kashiwagi shows up and is like, hey boys, go get on that boat. We'll hold these guys back. And Nishiki's like, sweet, let's go kill some fucking guys. So we have a Nishiki and Kiryu battle scene, obviously. And so we fight some guys, and then we get stuck because there are 2 guys, the yacht Great Edition guys. Shout out the yacht. So Nishiki and Kiryu have one beautiful tits, the yacht. I actually really did like the yacht. I was a huge fan of the yacht. The locations in which the battles took place were always drop dead gorgeous, and I was always happy to be there. I was like, yes, let's fight in a beautiful location. Let's fucking go. And the yacht was no different. So we battle some people as Nishiki. Nishiki does nothing because the AI is very bad. But that's okay. So then we get stuck behind 2 guys who are killing us with guns. And Nishiki's like, we are not going to make it together. I will hold them back, and pulls out his gun, which he has over the course of the whole game. Nishiki is a big gunhead. Very funny. Which I have psychoanalyzed. but we won't go in depth on that. It's none of your business. If you haven't figured it out, you never will. So anyway, he lays down covering fire, and Kiryu runs up the steps. And so we have to fight a few more guys as Kiryu. There's like a mini boss battle where you have to fight 3 yellow health barred guys. We kill the fuck out of them. I'm using the shit out of beast mode, and it's fucking awesome because there's a bunch of like lounge chairs and beach chairs and shit that you can throw around, and I'm having a good time. The only parts I had trouble with were when they had guns. 3 guys with guns feels unfair. But whatever, it's fine. It's none of my business. I'm not the game devs. So, sexy, beautiful. Everybody wants a taste, that's why. So we get up to Shibusawa. His health is purple. That shit was awful. But the game, what it wanted you to do is it wanted you to use all 3 modes. It was basically impossible and punished the shit out of you if you didn't use the correct mode. So, first mode it wanted you to use was Rush. So the fast mode, the pink mode. It wanted you to use Rush. If you didn't, the game punished the shit out of you. And so then the second mode was Beast mode, obviously, because it throws you on. Kiryu like manhandles Shibusawa, who has the sluttiest waist during this brief cutscene. He like grabs him by the belt and they like tumble off onto the next deck below. It was a little distracting. But anyway, so then the next one is Beast Mode. You fuck around with Beast Mode for a while, and then you get him into a different area of the game, of the yacht. I don't think you knock him down another level, it's just like a different area. And then you have to kill him, or maybe it is off another. It doesn't matter. On the third stage of the fight is Brawler. So you have to use all 3 modes, and if you don't do that, fuck you, you have to. Because once I realized that, because there was like I had lost a couple times and I was starting to get pissed off, and it was just like, view Shibusawa defeating tips. And I was like, fine, I'll view the Shibusawa defeating tips. And it was like, use what you have learned. And I was like, okay. And then it clicked and I was like, okay, I have to use all the different modes. So I did, and I won because I'm hot. And so you defeat him. And so he proclaims himself as the Dragon of Dojima, which is really fucking stupid. But again, another nod to the first Yakuza game, where Kiryu is known as the Dragon of Dojima. That is his nickname. He is the Dragon of Dojima. So again, this section of the game is for the people who have already played 1. And so that's fine, that makes sense, except it's just a little stupid that the nickname is introduced in 0 in this way. It's very bad and kind of dumb. If he had just done there's only one room in this town for 1 dragon, and if they had done that would have made sense, and then them having similar tattoos, having tattoos of dragons would have made much more sense. But instead, they do the Dragon of Dojima thing, which is kind of annoying and a bit of a mouthful, but whatever. And Kiryu's like, you can keep the cute nickname. I'm gonna beat your ass. And Shibusawa was like, oh yeah, and then we kill him. And so, Shibusawa's like, okay, you have won. You have to kill me now, because that is the only way I will stop being annoying. And so Kiryu, I think he says something that makes Kiryu angry. I don't remember what it was. And so Kiryu starts beating the shit out of him. Like, Shibusawa is on the ground, and Kiryu's beating the fuck out of him. And he's about to like bash his face in, right? And then Nishiki's like, no! Kiryu, don't do it! You can't kill him! And it rocked. Don't get me wrong, it was really It was great. I was like, yeah, let's fucking kill this guy. Because we didn't kill Kuze. Awano died of his own volition. And so Shibusawa is our first and final chance to get one of these fucking guys. And Shibusawa was the most annoying. I was willing to allow Kuze to live because it was kind of funny that we fought him 4 times and he decided to keep coming back. But Shibusawa pissed me off pretty bad because he was smart about it. And I was like, ew, we gotta fucking get this guy. So the fact that we're beating his shit in, right? And so Nishiki comes out of nowhere and it's just like, no, if we're gonna kill, you can't cross that line. Once that line is crossed, you'll never be the same, blah, blah, blah. And if if you come across that point, if you need to cross that line, we are going to do it together. Oh, I forgot to mention Kiryu and Shibusawa rip off their shirts for this final battle. Very important to bring up. Forgot to mention it because we had to see Shibusawa's tattoo. Obviously. Because we also got to see Awano's tattoo. I don't remember it. But we did get to see his as well because Majima. So Majima's Shibusawa was Laogue and Awano. Like he had 2 battles back to back. So his mini boss was Awano, and then his big boss was Laogue. So our mini boss was 3 guys, and then our big boss was Shibusawa as Kiryu. So we choose not to kill Shibusawa because Nishiki told us not to, and then we kind of fade out from that one. It was kind of left in a weird spot there, but whatever. Not a huge deal, I guess. So at this point, we probably swap back to Majima or whatever, and it's kind of awkward. Oh yeah, Riptide, LMAO. But anyway, so the final scene with Kiryu, and they spent a lot more time doing story stuff with Majima than they did with Kiryu, because I think they realized that they fucked themselves over trying to get to Majima's final form in Yakuza 1. And so they fucked him over and needed to veer harder to get him to where he needed to be. So they spent more time with Majima than they did with Kiryu, which fucking sucks because Kiryu is our main character. And over the course of the entire game, you know that. You realize that. Even if you've never played another Yakuza game before, you know that Kiryu is the main character between the 2 of them. Majima is kind of a side character. He's still a protagonist, but his shit matters significantly less. Kiryu stuff seems to matter a hell of a lot more. Majima did feel like the main character at the end because of how badly they fucked his story up and needed to get him back to where they needed to be to, like, lead into the first game, which was a super shitty choice because it should have focused more, because the fact that Majima gets 2 mini post-credit scenes. Like, sure, Majima wasn't functionally in the Makoto one, but he was... Okay, no, he was functionally in it. He wasn't physically in the Makoto scene, but functionally, that was a Majima scene. And then the next one, where they meet each other in the street, Majima's the only character that has dialogue. He says, Kiryu-chan, and then we fucking cut to black or whatever. Kiryu doesn't say anything. So Majima, in the end of the game, was the main character. Even though he was kind of like a weirdo side guy for majority of the game. Like, you were kind of, like, the game starts with Kiryu and technically ends with Kiryu. The only way you can get the final battle for Majima as well is if you meet Nishiki as Kiryu. So it's really, really weird that Majima mattered more and had more time spent on his story. Again, I get why, but it's because they fucked it up and didn't write it properly, because they're stupid and evil and bad. So Kiryu's final scene, and this was deeply disappointing for me, is because it was awkward, stunted, and weird. So we are in the Serena bar. Love her. Hi, Reina. missed it here. I like Serena. It's a cool place to be. It's very pretty, blah blah blah. So Kiryu is sitting at the bar. He is no longer wearing his white suit and gold shirt. He is wearing a magenta shirt, which is what he wears in the first game. That's fine. I expected him to change into this outfit eventually. Unfortunately, the way they modeled the shirt made it look like the shirt was like 3 times bigger than Kiryu. So it looked wrinkly and ugly and ill-fitted. And maybe they did that on purpose. Maybe they were trying to say, he is not the man he is in the first game yet, but he is getting there. And that's fine, but I don't know. He just looked kind of ugly until he put on the jacket, which wasn't ill-fitting. The jacket fit fine. It was only the shirt underneath the jacket that fit really fucking weird. And I don't know, maybe the menswear guy on Twitter really fucked my brain up, but it was all I could notice during this scene was how big and ugly his shirt was. So Nishiki shows up to the bar, obviously, because they're gay married and that's what the game was about. Um, for some reason, a lot of Kiryu's arc, because as soon as Oda and Tachibana died, they stopped mattering. Sure, we bring Tachibana up on occasion, but overall, Oda and Tachibana no longer matter. Oda not mattering makes a lot more sense than Tachibana not mattering, but Tachibana was basically the whole reason we were doing all of this. Tachibana was like, Kazama wants you to do this, and we are like, okay, Kazama's our buddy, we will do this for you as an extension of doing it for Kazama. And so I get that technically Tachibana wasn't our main reasoning, but we seem to be a big fan of Tachibana over the course of the game, and considering the fact that, oh shit, happy 905 everybody. I love talking. Stop me when you're bored. But I don't know. The fact that we just kind of forget Tachibana and don't talk about him much is really, really annoying. Thank you for your happy 905. It's appreciated as always. So he's wearing a stupid fuck ass shirt. Nishiki comes in and is just like, what are you wearing? What happened to the white suit? And so their conversation, the gist of it, the purpose of the conversation is we're young, we still don't get the Yakuza thing. I'm rejoining the Yakuza, by the way. That's Kiryu. And Nishiki is just like, you're rejoining? And you're rejoining the Dojima family? You fucking idiot. They hate you now because of how many problems you caused. And Kiryu is like, yeah, I don't really care that much. I am going to set the record straight in the Dojima family. That's the best idea I have right now. Because he also visits Kazama in jail. And that conversation was weird and wildly unnecessary, but the game felt it needed to show us Kazama for some reason. So we visit him in jail, and Kiryu's like, I need to tell you something. And Kazama's like, okay, go ahead. And Kiryu's like, you already know, don't you? And Kazama's like, yeah, I already know. And then we cut away. It was a lot longer than that. The conversation was a lot like, they're like acting it out or whatever, so it feels significant to the characters. But that was what I heard. Was, don't you? Yeah, I do. And that was it. So either he was referring to him rejoining the Yakuza, or he could have been referring to, yeah, Majima took up so much time that we fucking forgot. And I forgot about it too. I forgot to think about Kiryu's stuff because Majima's took up so much time. So that's why I'm so upset about Kiryu's ending as well, which on the day of, and I'm walking back my statements where I had said Kiryu ending, Majima ending. It's actually both of them fucking suck shit. Fuck you. Both of them were bad because they sucked together at the same time. Kiryu's ending did not have any effects on Majima's, but Majima's had a deep impact on Kiryu's, and that sucks so bad. So anyway, so either he's trying to tell Kazama that he's rejoining the Yakuza, or he's telling him that Sarah got the chairman position, which I don't think we were supposed to be upset about because that knocked Dojima down a peg, which is, to my knowledge, the goal. But I think he was probably referring to the fact that he was rejoining the Yakuza. And so the scene was wildly insignificant. They just threw it in there so they could show us Kazama and show that him and Kiryu are really close. And it was not good. It didn't need to be there. I don't fucking give a shit about Kazama. Fuck you. We never spoke to him. He was a myth for the duration of the game. And that is, in my opinion, how he should have stayed. I would have believed you wholeheartedly had you just said, he's still in jail, he's disappointed that I'm rejoining the Yakuza. But in this conversation at the Serena between Kiryu and Nishiki, Kiryu's like, yeah, Kazama basically thinks I'm not gonna make it in the Yakuza, which is a crazy ass thing to say because they were basically groomed into becoming, from my impression of, and again, I haven't seen one or I haven't played one, but I've, spoiled myself enough to kind of get the idea that the two of them, Nishiki and Kiryu, were kind of groomed into becoming Yakuza because even if it wasn't a direct, like, you will become Yakuza kind of situation, it was definitely indirect where they saw their father figure because as a Yakuza and was like, we want to become just like you, our beautiful father who we love. Sorry about 905. Thank you for trying to be here anyway. Also, the hippie sabotage remix of this when it came out, like, breath. I did see that while adding this to the queue, and I almost threw it on there, but I didn't. So thank you for your hype and 5K. Is appreciated as always. So Nishiki is like, you're joining the Dojima family, you fucking idiot. Why would you do that? And Kiryu's like, it's the best idea I have right now. Which doesn't make any fucking sense. But they have to get Kiryu back in the same position he was in Kiwami. Or 1, or whatever. And that's what sucks about this, is they did a really, really, really bad fucking job. They were like, we're gonna write whatever we want for this prequel. And then they did. And it was cool at first until the end where they had to fix all of the mistakes that they made. Because they fucked themselves over by writing too ambitious of a story, and it was a really cool story. I liked the way it all connected. I thought it was really seamless, all things considered, because I thought their paths were going to intertwine at some point. I was like, they're doing a really, really good job keeping it separate, so it feels like I'm playing two separate games, but not really. Like, they're similar enough to the point where it's not, like, super jarring when I have to swap from Kiryu to Majima, but they're keeping it, like, separate enough to the point where it's like, how are they gonna connect? Are they gonna connect? And then when they did, it was like, wow, it's connecting. This is really great. This is really awesome. They're doing a really good job connecting the two stories. I can't wait for the two characters to meet, blah, blah, blah. And again, I probably should have played Yakuza 1 and then found out that they just met each other in 1, so they can't fucking, I don't know if they just meet in 1. I don't know if their first meeting is canonically in 1 or not, but it doesn't really matter. What I wished they had done, and this is stupid, this is just wishful thinking, but if they were going to remake Yakuza, which they did. Yakuza came out in 2005. 25. Oh, yeah. No, it came out in 2005. The original game. It was a PS2 game. It came out in 2005. Yakuza Kiwami came out in, like, 2019, which is a remake of the first game. Yakuza 0 came out in 2015, I think. And I'm making shit up. Let me Google it before I go making claims. When did Kiwami come? When did Kiwami come? When did Kiwami come out? Reveal to me your release date. Reveal to me your release date. Okay, oh shit. Okay, it came out in 2016. In Japan. Worldwide 2017. And that's on the PS4. The PC, it came out in 2019. So that's probably why I thought it came out in 2019. Point is that, wait. When did Yakuza 0 come out? Okay. In Japan, it was released in 2015. And then it was released on PC in 2018. So generally I was correct. Slightly off on like the Japanese versus worldwide releases, but that's fine. Not a huge deal. But the point is that if I had a say, is what they would have done is they would have released Yakuza 0, done whatever they wanted. If they were gonna fuck up their stories a little bit, they should have done it. And then they should have released Kiwami after the fact and kind of edited Kiwami to align with Yakuza 0. Or they edit Kiwami and release that first and then release Yakuza 0 kind of right after, because they came out so close to each other. You can probably assume that they were making the games alongside each other anyway. So they should have had like the same teams working on it, so they should have been working together, making the games at the same time, releasing Kiwami first with the edits, because it's a remake. And so if you're going to remake an entire fucking game with brand new graphics, blah, 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 and I've played remakes before, and they're not direct identical games to their first counterpart. So you're going to have to cross your fucking fingers that the changes you make are good and the fans of the first game are going to like them, and then you do whatever you want in Yakuza 0 that connects directly into Kiwami, the edited version, so the Yakuza 0 is not technically a prequel to the original game, but a prequel to the remake that you made. That probably would have been the best way to go about it if you wanted to keep the story the way that it was. Or you could just be fucking normal and edit the story so it fits the fucking first game that came out in 2005. It couldn't have been that fucking hard. He's 20 years old. You can do and I don't even know how old he is in Kiwami or the original game, because it's 88 when he's, I'm getting heated. My face is hot. Oh, I do remember the song. I'm going up on a Tuesday. Forgot I put this on here. So what was I saying? I don't know. I don't remember. Point is that if your game requires you to do massive rewrites and overhauls, or like, or you're fucking scrambling to get the characters to be who they're supposed to be in the first game, in your prequel, what the fuck are you writing that story for? It's like a 30-year gap. Not 30. It is not 30. Well, no. It's like 15, almost 20 years. Because the Yakuza 0 takes place in 88. Some of Kiwami takes place in 95. 10 years before, because you have to find out that Kiryu goes to jail for 10 years and then comes back in 2005 when the game takes place. And that's when, so it's 88 to 2005. So it's a couple decades between the two. Not a whole lot of time, but enough. So there's like, I don't know, there's space. There's a lot of stuff you could do in between then and now that could kind of shift it. And if you really needed to, you could have an epilogue that kind of like reveals what's going on in between the end of Yakuza 0 and the beginning of 1. But they don't do that. They decide to fuck everything over in 0, and instead of just rewriting the story to the point where it makes sense, they fix everything really, really fast at the end. They were like, well, we like the story that we made, so we're just gonna pretend that it's good and then do a bunch of dumb shit at the end. Anyway, back to the final scene. The final scene with Kiryu and Nishiki. Kiryu is talking about how they don't really get the Yakuza, blah, blah, blah. And Nishiki is just like, yeah, you're probably right. And then, and so he's like, I'm joining back with the Dojima family. And Nishiki's like, okay, if you want. And so Kiryu stands up, puts on his jacket. So true. Kiryu puts on his gray jacket, and Nishiki's like, damn, bitch, you're ugly. What about the white suit? You look way better in white. And then Kiryu says, I'm not really feeling black or white lately, because he was, foiling Shibusawa since he's got the dragon tattoo. He's also Shibusawa is wearing a black pinstripe suit. Shibusawa. Yakuza 0. My bad. He's also got a bit of gold on him, which is like another reference to his does he Shibusawa comes back? No. He doesn't. I thought he did for a second. Maybe he does. It doesn't look like it. But this character model that I'm looking at looks wildly fucking different. So it's like, what the hell? Anyway. So, which was gay, by the way. The final battle was crazy. So the fact that they're wearing a black and a white pinstripe suit, they're foils of each other, because Shibusawa was a thinker, and then Kiryu's I'm gonna fucking kill you with my fists. And and so they duke it out or whatever. And so, interestingly enough, Nishiki is also a foil for Kiryu. But that will become significant later. I'm sure. Anyway, so the conversation between Nishiki and Kiryu, and I think they're gay. I think they're gay married, right? I have already been convinced of this fact. Nishiki literally says with his human fucking mouth, "Till death do us part," during their reunion scene, after Kiryu is like, we're not Oath Brothers anymore. They get back together, and during that scene, Nishiki says, "Till death do us part." That's a marriage thing. That's a fucking marriage thing. So I was already convinced that they were gay married. So the fact that the final conversation that these two characters, who I am wildly fucking that's gay for be who you are, for like that's them. They are being who they are for your pride. And so this final conversation is really awkward and stunted. And so Kiryu stands up, puts on his jacket, and Nishiki's kind of poking fun at him, but Kiryu's being really, really serious for some reason. And sure, he has been the more serious of the two, where Nishiki is kind of like poking fun or whatever, and Kiryu's like, whatever. And so the dynamic is clear that Kiryu's the more serious of the two, but that doesn't mean anything, because overall, while they're hanging out with each other, Nishiki and Kiryu still have a very smooth relationship, and they work well together. And even while Kiryu is the more serious of the two, that doesn't make their relationship awkward. Nishiki kind of takes the seriousness in stride, and Kiryu's even kind of silly with Nishiki every so often. Not a whole lot, because we don't see them be silly for very long. It's like the very fucking beginning of the game, and that's kind of all the silliness we receive, which is fine. I would have liked more, but I get why they didn't. Their story is not the purpose of the game. I wish it was, but whatever, it's fine. So it's just an awkward conversation, and I don't know why it felt different in comparison to, because even the conversation where Nishiki was like, "Don't kill him, we need to kill together," that conversation, while it was still a little bit stunted, had more chemistry between the two of them than them sitting in a bar, comfortable and safe. And this hadn't been a problem before. So either something has shifted drastically in their relationship all of a sudden, which it shouldn't have because nothing fucking happened between them other than Nishiki being like, no, don't kill him, babe. And they don't talk about that at all. So if it had been the fucking breaking point for them, it should have been clearer. But it wasn't clear because the ending of the game fucking sucks shit. So anyway, so they're talking about the suit, and Kiryu's like, I'm not feeling black or white lately, because now he's got the classic gray suit, because they are stuffing metaphors down our fucking gullet in the last half of the game. And by last half, I mean the final few cutscenes. Because the black versus white, the black versus white suit with Shibusawa and Kiryu, and then their two tattoos, one being finished and one being not. And then this black versus white thing, he says it out loud and then is like, I'm feeling gray lately. And so he was wearing a black suit at the beginning of the game, Kiryu was, when he was in the Yakuza. Then he leaves the Yakuza and puts on a white suit. Black, evil, black Yakuza, white, good, white, civilian. You see what I'm putting down, right? And so he's back in the Yakuza, but after his experiences as a civilian and all the good people he saw and hung out with, Oda being one of the fucking examples that the game uses for some reason, very funny, and so he is gray now. And so his morals are on the gray side. He sees that things aren't as clear cut, things are gray. And so that's the end. So he puts on the suit and is like, Nishiki, I owe you a lot. And Nishiki is just like, and then Nishiki gets awkward and is just like, okay, man. And so Kiryu is like, I will repay you in any way that I can. And so he starts to leave. And then Nishiki is just like, how about dinner? And Kiryu's like, and is still awkward about it. And when it should have been like, yeah, sure, come over here, man, let's go to dinner. And so then, but then Nishiki's just like, at the most expensive spot, right? Steak, how's that sound? And Kiryu's just like, I don't have a whole lot of money. And then Nishiki's like, you sick fuck. And then they leave together. And so that should have been not awkward. But because they were coming directly off of a really awkward and stunted conversation, and I can't even express why I didn't like this scene. It should have been right up my fucking alley. You know what I mean? It should have been the scene for me. They go through all this slop and then they end happy and together. So the fact that Kiryu's last scene was with Nishiki, I should have been satisfied. But I wasn't, because there was just something awry. There was something in the air during this scene, and I can't describe it to you, but I don't want to watch it again to like hyper analyze it to describe to you my feelings. If you want to do that, go crazy, I guess. I could just be delusional about them, and maybe they just didn't respond to each other in a way that my gay ass wanted them to, and so I'm upset and projecting about it. And maybe the scene is actually really good and fine. Maybe I'm just upset about the weird shirt that he was wearing. Maybe I think it's ugly, okay? Maybe I'm still upset about Majima not having a shirt on underneath his ugly ass snakeskin jacket. You know, it could be a bunch of things. But I did not fucking like the last scene with Kiryu and Nishiki in it. And that's how Kiryu's story ends. We don't get any grand scenes like Majima does. That's the last scene. His final two scenes after the Shibusawa battle. So the Shibusawa battle, Nishiki tells him not to kill him. Then we go to jail with Kazama. We have a brief and entirely uninteresting conversation with him, and then we have a stupid conversation that's stunted and awkward with Nishiki. And that's it. Then his story ends, and the final time we see him in the game is that post-credits cutscene where Majima says, Kiryu-chan, and then we fucking end the game. And then we're back to the beginning. I loved this game so fucking much over the course, everything. But as soon as we cracked open the ending, it was awful. And I am deeply, deeply disappointed that that is the case. In fact, and I don't want to say it ruined the whole game for me, but honestly, it was gonna be a fucking landslide when people, I know, it was awful. I'm fucking so angry. The fact that I had been under the impression that this was going to be a fucking landslide victory for Yakuza 0 regarding the game of the year. I was so certain that Yakuza 0 was going to fucking knock it out of the park. I don't know after that ending. The ending really, really fucking sucked. So, there might be other games that have a shot at winning as a result of the ending of Yakuza 0 being so bad. And that is deeply disappointing that that's the case. I am very, very upset about it. That doesn't mean I don't like the rest of the game, but I am a lot more comfortable ending off Yakuza and not coming back to it again than I thought I was. I thought I was going to be like really, really upset. I thought I was going to be like, what's the term? Post-concert depression. I get that for video games, apparently. I also got it for Gord Van Dome's Downward Spiral. When we finished Gord Van Dome's Downward Spiral, I had such a good time reading that I got post-concert depression for Gord Van Dome's Downward Spiral. Embarrassingly. But I was correct overall. But I did not feel that way for the ending of Yakuza 0. In fact, I had felt more post-concert depression for random scenes in the middle of the game. I was like, I can't believe we're done playing Yakuza for the night. This sucks. I need to go back to her. But the ending of the game, I was like, I guess we're done now. And that was it. And the fact that I feel that way sucks so bad. Let me do it. Let me do it. You guys did it wrong. And unfortunately, I don't understand why they did some of those things as a result of us not playing 1 first, which I think was our first mistake. Unfortunately. And so, as a result of it being a mistake, I wish we could go back and play the first game first. I would not, and I keep seeing people say, play 0 first. It's good that way. Do not play 1. Do not play 0 first. Do not do that shit, man. Play it in chronological order, please. And in fact, I was thinking, so a really long time ago, I was planning on playing, Metal Gear Solid, and I was going to play that chronologically. No, I was going to play it game chronologically. So like the years that in game years, chronologically according to what's going on in the games. But after playing Yakuza 0 first and doing that exact thing, I don't think I'm gonna do that. People say you should play it that way, but I don't trust them anymore. I don't trust anything on the internet. I have been traumatized as a result of people's shitty ass advice and will be promptly never speaking to anyone again. What are we trusting? No one. We are no longer trusting anyone. Don't make sense. Because traumatizing. It was so bad. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm gonna throw a temper tantrum like a baby. I care her so much, and it was the worst shit I've ever played. That's not true. I have probably played worse, but you get it. You get the point. Um, and now that we're done talking about it, I can actually draw again. We have so much time. This sucks. I was supposed to draw Kiryu and Nishiki. And since you asked so nicely, I will show you what we were supposed to work on after this. I saved it to my desktop for some reason, but whatever. Cuz I wanted a better profile picture cuz on Discord. Cuz I have a sketch of this on paper that I had posted, and so I took that sketch and made it my profile picture on Discord for Pride. Except I put one of the stupid Pride ribbons around it, so it's got the trans flag on the outside. But it's not very visible. Because of how small the icon is. So I decided to redraw it, and it's fucking really good. Um, Also, I have to run an ad. So I'm gonna do that. Because I talked for a very, very, very long time. Very sorry. Chat, you can have the floor back as soon as I run this ad. I will ask you how you're doing. I will be right back. Everybody sit tight during the ad. Okay, I'm back now. Okay, chat. After fucking talking your ear off, how are you doing tonight? Thank you. It is good to be back. In fact, I talked too much since I'm still coming off of a cold a little bit. My nose is all fucked up. Ugh. Help. Don't give a fuck out of it. Push it down. I'm gonna ignore the giant spoon coming out of it. Just so we're aware. So excited to listen to tunes. So true. We did such a good job compiling a playlist for the entire stream. I think we still have quite a few songs after this. Let me check the queue before I go making claims. Oh, yeah. Pff, we got mad songs on here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs left. So, that's cool. Doesn't exist like it doesn't exist. So, yeah. I loved the queue system. Hell yeah, brother. we killed that shit for sure. I definitely want to listen to more shit from 2015 now, though. Like, it was, what an era. But congratulations on only 3 more chapters of your fic. Hope it's going well. I'd ask you about it, but now feels like an inopportune time. Oh, for tonight. Oh, for dear life. I don't want to open my eyes until morning light. This. I reveal that information to someone doesn't thank you. No problem. Especially not in a public format. 1, 2, 3, drink. Going back. Wanna swing from the chandelier. Chandelier. Wanna live. The chandelier. Look down, run over my eyes. You know, all in all, despite being wildly disappointed with the ending of Yakuza 0, I can ultimately ignore that. Maybe I shouldn't have played the ending. Maybe my gut instinct to not ever finish the game was correct. We should have kept playing Pocket Circuit and pretended everything simply mellowed out and everything was fine. But anyway, despite my wildly massive disappointment with the game I thought was going to be Game of the Year, um, so true. I will no longer be ignoring my gut instinct. If I don't want to finish something, I won't. I'm just kidding. I'll try not to be that way. But I was vindicated. Point is that I am excited to return to none other than Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore, the game I spent $11 on, which I will continue to bring up. Remember how I spent $11? Big news. From you or what I said? From what you said. Okay, cool. Glad I asked for clarification on that. This goes by the way. I really don't remember this song very well. Oh, going to the river to pray. My god, that and Toontown streams help keep me sane while my Toontown. I'm glad that helped you. I'm happy. It was a lot of fun to play with the three of us. I did get sick to death of Toontown after a point. Totally forgot that we played Cinderella Phenomenon in tandem with Toontown. Until you said that. So I played it all. And that was totally up to you. It was good to have you when you did, and if you didn't want to play, hell yeah, brother. Do what you gotta do. But God. It's just such a long game and it's super repetitive. I like playing with friends, but like I'm fucking sick to death of doing another fucking building. Ugh, another building. I'm having trauma just thinking of it. um but we've escaped. So now we're only playing Cinderella Phenomenon with nothing to interrupt us. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting for sure. Not super certain on how that will go. I'm a little concerned it's gonna be boring as a result of it being Evermore and not the actual game, because Rod's route in Evermore was kind of ass. Don't know if anybody recalls it, but we did finish that one and it was pretty fucking shitty. That clearly won't stop me though. Mainly because I just need something cheap, short, something I already have. So cheap, i.e. it's free because I have already paid for it. $11. Which I do remember. I will not forget the $11. For a game that should have been free. Rod's Route. So true, cat. It was it was very boring. And I'm sorry for subjecting to everyone to that, and I will do it again with the next character. We are going to start over though, because we did start Karma's Evermore route. But since it was since we stopped for a really, really long time, and I don't even remember why I stopped. I could have just kept playing and just played that the whole time. But I stopped. Whatever, I guess. Let's not think on that too hard. But yeah, whatever. So we're gonna start that one over since we're in the middle of it. I haven't even deleted the game off of my computer yet. Like it's still here. So is Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is still on my computer. Why? I don't actually know. I think I was nervous about the I think I was nervous that if I deleted it my character would disappear, and I did want to finish Gilf at some point. I don't know when, cuz I also want to go back to playing Fallout New Vegas, cuz I just finished watching New Vegas's VODs to find clips. And so I realized that I didn't play the game very much. Despite it being Mrs. Ass. Even though Fallout 4 was getting kind of sucky, I feel like it's salvageable because I'm fucking hysterical. That is what I keep telling myself. It might not be true, but let's go ahead and believe me anyway. Um, um, uh, hey, stop loading. I was fucking drawing here. Thank you. Um, I'm gonna throw a background on it. I don't know what the hell this is. Okay, it's the line, so yeah, that's fine. Okay, we were clean with that. We'll go ahead and make it a really dark blue. A really dark blue-green. A really... That's good. Okay. Anyway, the... What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, I didn't do very much. I was about to say Yakuza. No, I finished that. Please God. Move on, motherfucker. I didn't play, very much, uh, Fallout New Vegas. Like, despite it being 9 parts, I didn't do much. Drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave. And I would like to actually play, because we got stuck on the Screen Faces part, the Old World Blues, DLC. That's fine. Fuck it. Do whatever. I'm not gonna shit. See if I care. And so we won't do that again. Or maybe we could if we're in the mood for it, but cuz I think I have all of them. All of the no, I don't want to say all of the DLCs, but I have a lot of them cuz my friend had bought me the game and he really he was like, I'm gonna buy you the whole thing, and I was like, oh, okay. So he bought me the whole thing, and so I think he did all of the uh DLCs as well. The problem with returning to um Fallout New Vegas is it's very long, and I feel like I get antsy when games are too long, because it happened with Yakuza also, where I felt like it was too long and it was starting to get boring for people because I'd been playing it too long. So I get freaked out and I'm like, I have to stop playing this right now. I have to play something else because people are getting bored. No one has said that. I just get delusional. And that's my bad, but maybe I'm just getting bored and I'm projecting it onto chat, or it's a combination of both where I don't want to be boring, so I freak out, and I'm also getting bored. You fuck, I keep saying Yakuza. Sorry, Fallout, New Vegas in particular. I remember. Yes, yes, I've been waiting for this the whole time. Anyway, the Fallout New Vegas was an interesting circumstance because we had started playing a deeply frustrating and extremely boring DLC, which I accidentally locked myself into in an attempt to get more lockpicking credits to do a different um uh side quest, which would have gotten us further along in the game. Because the thing is that the way I had played that game initially is I had ignored every side quest up until later in the game where we had found Mr. House or whoever the fuck that was. I don't even remember. It's been a bit. Even though I watched the VODs, I still don't really remember. I watched them on 1.75 speed. I don't need to watch myself in real time. Thank you. Um, but since I hard locked myself into that situation, I didn't want to return of my own volition. Um, Rather than a we're playing this game too long, we have to move on to something else. And then Fallout 4 was just bad and I wanted to stop. And I think that was another cuz we had started playing the main quest line and I was like this sucks. I don't like the main quest line. So I stopped. Um so maybe I have content brain and I want to finish the games and I also want to go back and make a new character for um New Vegas specifically because I think it'd be funny to make a girl gilf which Grace suggested a really really long time ago. Um I yearn for the girl gilf. So but I unfortunately want to finish 4 before um in team, got my eyes on you. She walks, she lick her lip when she talks. Um, or no, that still needs to happen. Feeling the eggs and ass, she can walk on the ceiling. I know she loves the attention she get when she moves. When I'm with the homegirls, hypnotize me watching too. She knows. Um, Sorry, got distracted. Love you song. Hey, no. I was editing here. Um um but yeah, I guess overall I had left of unforeseen due to unforeseen circumstances during both games. Um but as we know, I'm a chronic game not finisher anyway. Um, like I never finished those, and I never finished Silent Hill, and I didn't finish Resident Evil 5 or 6 because they sucked. As soon as I don't like a game, I'll just drop it. But for some reason, I want to go back to both um New Vegas and um Fallout 4. I feel like New Vegas is probably the superior one to return to because I was genuinely enjoying that game up until I fucked myself over by putting us in uh oh, Night Chat. God, I totally forgot this was on here. Um um Sand was very fucking hard for me for some reason. The fanfic wasn't complete. They are fucking dumb. I'm so sorry, man. Is it one of those fucking freaks that it says it's finished? Or, like, what the fuck? What even happened there? I'm sorry. No, I just figured that 1.5 years is enough. Sometimes people take a long time to write, man. Give him a little time. I am referring to me, who has also taken that long to write something before. And still isn't done. Don't worry about it, man. It's fine. Oh shit, it's almost 10 o'clock. What the fuck? I have to kill myself. For tonight, changing all of the stations. I guess all this to say, I don't know what to play after Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore. The reason we're playing is mostly because I spent, say it with me, $11 on the on the game. And I don't want to waste that fucking money. Okay? It could be the worst game I've ever played in my fucking life. But god damn it. Oh shit. Hey. Maps. Oh, this must be the last one on the queue though. Sorry, we have to 11. Thank you, Cat. Uh but I'm not wasting $11. It could be the worst fucking game of all time, but because I spent $11 on it, we have to play through. And I'm not gonna play that gay shit in my own time. That's stupid. I'm busy. I got better things to be doing. So we are all going to do it. We're going to waste all of our times, which makes way more sense than just wasting my time individually. But it's also a matter of like I don't know what else to play cuz I'm overwhelmed with options. And cuz I keep writing down games I want to play. Remy and I have been hanging out and he's been playing Elden Ring as a family. But he's been playing Elden Ring, and as we all know, I have a very, very cool temperament. I don't get angry easily at all, and I keep things really chill all the time. A game could be super hard, and I will handle it so unfathomably well that that everyone is impressed with how I'm handling the game. No, I'm just but I keep writing down games that I want to play and that I want to buy and like Red Dead Redemption 2, the cowboy game, man. And Scott's been playing Final Fantasy 7 and the more I watch him play that, the more I want to play. And I keep thinking maybe I should play my fucking Switch because I own it. I have it. Fuck it, let's go ahead and play an actual game on that shit, huh? Especially now that I've played Yakuza 0 and that was all on a controller. I feel like maybe as a bit of a treat, I could play more controller games. You know what I'm saying? The world, it's a new world of opportunity for me now that I've realized that not all console games suck shit, that I can actually have fun. And so I wrote down Breath of the Wild, but I don't know that I mean it. I've never been a huge open world game fan. Um, Fallout being a good example. No? No Breath of the Wild, dude? Um, I don't know what else is on the Switch. I was pass it if you want. Tee. Um, really? I don't hate it, but I'm like, okay, that's an odd one to hop into randomly. Oh, okay. So maybe a different one. Okay, that's enough fucking maps, man. I'm tired of maps. Shut the fuck up. Um, okay. I am going to like every song we've listened to. Oh, that's annoying. I will not be doing that, actually. Because it'll save the last 50 songs. Mm, okay, I'm doing it. Okay, save to my likes. Save to my likes. Save to my likes. This is gonna take a while. Don't like that one. Well, no, it's good. Don't like that one. I do like this one. I do like this one. I do not like that one. I do like this 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 one. I've already had that one of the likes. That one's fine, I guess. I'll leave it off. Do like this one. This one's good. This one's okay. That one was bad. This one was good. Drag Me Down was good. I don't remember Truffle Butter, so I'm gonna throw it on the likes just in case. One last time we're gonna fuck it. Chains by Nick Jonas? Hell yeah, brother. No Type? Fuck yeah. The classic, man, I'll put that on there. Hold, please. I will return to our conversation momentarily. I don't remember that one. Got the club going. We can have that one. Oh, I added it to the queue. My bad. So we're gonna be listening to that one again. Downtown, I don't remember. House Party, I do remember. I'll add this to the likes and listen to it later. Kick the Dust Up was kind of good, but I won't put that on there. Ghost was bad. I will not be listening to that one. Waves was good. Night Changes was good too. Maybe I'll listen to a One Direction album. Anyway, well, Naj, I trust your judgment regarding the game, the Breath of the Wild. And maybe I could go back and play a different Legend of Zelda game. Because, again, the first game that I don't even remember which Legend of Zelda game I had played for the first time. But I was like 14 or 15. No, maybe a little younger than that. I think it was 14 or 15. And I'd gotten stuck. I could play Kingdom Hearts. I don't think that's on the Switch, but I could play it. I want to play a DS game. I yearn to return to tradition, play the DS. I have a bunch of Mario games. I'm a big Mario head. On my Switch, I got this pack, the 3D Mario game pack, before they took it off the store. And so it was a panic buy. I was like, they're getting rid of Mario, so I panic bought it. Which was a good choice because I really like Galaxy, and I also really enjoy the controls and the way they ported them over the Switch. I know people complain about the way they port the controls over a lot. Like, I feel like that's a number one complaint when something is ported over, is the controls and how shitty they are. But I actually prefer Super Mario Galaxy on the Switch. I think it ported over really, really well. Because the point and click elements of the game, and it's not like a point and click game, obviously, but it's like the when you had to point the Wii remote at the screen to do things, it was very, very difficult to do on the Wii because the sensor bar was so unreliable. So the fact that when they ported it over to the Switch, it smoothed that process out and made it much, much, much easier um to um uh to use. So Tuesday, just like I said. Um but yeah, I have those 3D games so I could play Super Mario Sunshine. I also have Odyssey, but I've started that and I'm kind of nervous about starting it over when I've already played that game or like a good portion of it. I think I'm either on the moon, which is like the last level, or I'm on the section before the moon. I'm getting close to the end on that one, is what I'm trying to say. And so I would probably start over for stream, and I don't know. So I'm not super keen because I'd like to avoid replaying games because it seems like a nasty habit of mine to replay games on stream. Um Fallout 4 I tried to play. That was one of the first games I ever played on stream. I tried to replay that. I'm thinking about replaying New Vegas, which I am trying to avoid for a while longer at least. Especially because we just finished a really, really long game. I don't want to jump into something that's gonna take us 70 fucking hours to complete. I feel like we've gotta kind of think on it for a while or play a few things in between. Um, but I would like to bring my Switch back into the lineup, and I just don't know very many Nintendo specific games that I would want to play on stream, you know what I mean? So I guess if anybody has any suggestions on what we should play after um Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore, because I'm not wasting my $11. So you don't have a choice on that one. But if anybody has any ideas, I would be happy to hear them out. Um oh, and I don't know how close we are to being finished with the family friendly stream. Um but um we got to start thinking about what game we have to make me super angry over. I think Elden Ring would be really fucking funny. Um to I guess I was done with that. Um um Elden Ring would be really really funny to do. Um as for the family friendly stream because it's so fucking hard. But at the same time it's like $60. So I don't know that I would buy um a uh $60 game for one stream, especially since it's so big. It would probably break my computer anyway, so I'd have to have like a backup smaller game or whatever. But yeah, anyway, um I'm going to export this really quick because I will forget if I don't. Drink. Happy to have finally finished that, by the way. It took me, what, 3 fucking streams to get through a goddamn warm up. Luckily, the lasso warm up, didn't take that long. Um, okay, one more. Export time lapse. I should have deepened the shadows a little bit, but let's not think on that too hard, huh? Okay. Do we have anybody on right now? I think it's Old Week, right? Yeah. It's Old Week for sure. All right, we got some options. It's Old Week Most Def. Because I rated you on Tuesday, I think. Right after the most disappointing game end of all time. And it was so hard not to fucking say anything about it. Because I'm annoying. But anyway, so we've got Nugget. Nugget is on. 4 years on Twitch. It did look pretty fucked up there for a while, yeah. Can't even imagine. Like, that's crazy. I would have started throwing things. As we know I tend to do. No, I would just like break my fucking okay. I've been thinking about getting a different chair and desk setup because the way you're supposed to type is your arms are supposed to be at like a 90-degree angle. You're supposed to sit like relaxed, have your hands down near your waist for a desk situation to be comfortable. I sit high and it's uncomfortable. So the only way it really works is if I sit my computer chair really, really high up and then have my feet dangling off the ground because I'm so short. And it sucks. And my legs don't fit underneath the desk because there's a drawer right underneath it. So the situation is just fucked, essentially. But I've been thinking about getting a new chair, and I was like, maybe I'll get a chair without any arms on it because I feel like I could move around more. And then I remembered, how am I supposed to get angry if I don't have a chair arm to smack my fist into from time to time out of pure rage? Like, what am I supposed to hit? Okay. We got that painting guy. Fuck it, we'll go hang out with Nugget. He would never hurt us. Nugget sucker. Okay. I will see everybody tomorrow for Cinderella Phenomenon Evermore. Because I'm not wasting my $11. You are very welcome, stream. Thank you for hanging out with me and listening to me fucking yap for 3 hours. I really needed to get all of that off my chest, man. Fuck the Yakuza 0 ending. I'm so pissed off. But anyway, woo! Let's not waste those $11. You are also very welcome for stream. Thank you for being here. I miss you, Kat. Your presence is appreciated always, and when you are gone, you are missed. I will drop everybody in. You're welcome, Naj, as well. I will see. I'm gonna drop everybody in Nugget's stream. He's playing Played Up, I assume, with his buddies. And it's his 4-year anniversary. Happy 4-year anniversary, buddy! Let's fucking get in there. I will see everybody tomorrow for the $11 recovery. The emotional $11 recovery. Guys, be out there. I love you.